All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Cedar Lake Speedway in Wisconsin. Heat races are getting ready to grid up. I do have to fix my audio here for a minute so we don't overhear the drivers talking. So give me 1 second to do that and we'll get back to, oops, not that right button. Settings, audio. All right, we're going to be going green here in a second. Actually, they probably already have, but we will get everything rocking and rolling here on my end. Pardon my rookie moves here. Green flag is in the air. Let's get this camera angle switched here. The number 8 of Jason Smith, followed by Jake Mackey, and newcomer Wesley Burke and Cam Gillens. These guys are right up against the top of the wall. Smith is setting down some pretty good lap times here. Jake Smith, no stranger to getting it done on the dirt. Jake Mackey in that 199 car, trying to reel him in. These guys are up on that high side, ripping the cushion. Smith has set sail on the rest of the field. Got almost a 2-second lead now. Mackey holding on to second. We got Wesley Burke in third, and Cam Gillens in the 07 currently in fourth. A little dusty out there tonight. Might want to do a little watering of that track in between our heats and our feature. Keep that dust down and out of your beer. Three laps to go for the number 8 car. Jason Smith making it look easy out there in heat race number 1. After our 358 modified series, we will be jumping into the Whelen modified, and I'll be piloting one of those tonight. Didn't have the best of luck last week, so hopefully we can turn that around. White flag is in the air. One more time around. Here comes the car number 8 out of turn number 4. Jason Smith's gonna get it done. Jake Mackey in second. Wesley Burke in third, taking a quick exit, followed by Cam Gills. All right, heat race number 2. On the front row, we got Hunter Wellman and Michael Steele, Tom Queering, and Jacob Nickerson in row number 2. Keep an eye on that number 5 car, Michael Time Bomb Steele. Michael, no stranger to the Dirt Series. He is a 4-time, or is it a 5-time champion in the Dirt Car Series that we run on Thursday nights. Definitely no stranger to victory lane in that number 5 car. Green flag is in the air for Wellman and Steele. Wellman gets a good jump, gonna launch out in there in the first place. Here comes Michael Steele and Tom Quiring. I'm trying to low line through 1 and 2. Hunter's able to build up a little bit of a cushion between him and Steele. As Steele and Quiring look like they're going to be duking it out for second. Michael Steele sends it down in deep. Trying a little something different, trying to hook up, get some grip on that number 5 machine. Hey, Mr. Hermes, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Wellman, Steele, Quiring, and Nickerson. Going to make short work of this heat race. Ooh, Michael Steele getting a little high. Looked like he made a little bit of contact with that outside wall. As Wellman stretches out that lead now to 1.2 seconds. Three laps to go. Michael still trying a little bit of a slider line. Oh, might have got into the tires a little bit. Now up into the wall. Tom Quiring in that 46 machine. White flag is out for Hunter Wellman. Last time coming out of turn number 4. Wellman's going to lead flag to flag in this heat race. Michael Steele in second. Tom Quiring in third. And Jacob Nickerson in fourth. Alright, we're getting geared up to run 35 laps for our A main. We have transitioned in tonight. You can see the slick spots now on the track. So front row is going to be our heat race winners. We got Smith and Wellman. Row number 2, Mackey and Steele. Row number 3 going to be Burke and Quiring. Row number 4, Gillens and Nickerson. 35 laps the distance. These boys should make pretty short work of this.
Or never had fried capellini, homemade sauce.
Alright, for the initial start, these guys are going to go on green. So when iRacing throws the green flag, after that, I do believe it is on the leader. And I think Tom is doing a Delaware-style restart for this series. We will see what's going on. Caution laps do not count, so if a caution flag comes out, we The laps that we spend under caution will not count. I want to keep a close eye on that number 5 car. Green flag is out. Wellman and Smith go down into turn number 1. Michael Steele right on the back bumper of Wellman. Almost 3 wide now. Smith staying down low. Wellman and Steele up on that high side. Now the 8 of Smith flies up to the top. Back down to the bottom. Heard someone make contact with the outside wall. Close battle for second. Caution is out. Looks like it might have been involving Jacob Nickerson. We'll see if we can't find out what happened here. Oh, in that dry slick. Comes around. Bringing out that caution. Should still be on the lead lap. We'll see what happens when these boys get lined back up. Base truck is dipping off. Green flag is in the air. The 8 car mashes the loud pedal. Michael Steele takes over second on that restart. Looking to make a move on the leader. Michael moving down to that bottom. Might have found something. He can get to the back bumper of the 8 car. Hunter Wellman still hugging that high side. Up on the lap car of the 7 already. Leaders navigate around him. Hunter Wellman dive bombs in there. Gets right to the back bumper of Michael Steele. Michael doing everything he can to try to find some grip. Jacob Smith continuing to lead. He's led every lap so far. Michael Steele keeping the pressure on, but he's been able to get to the back bumper a couple times, but has not been able to pull alongside him to even attempt to pass yet. Top 5 cars so far: Smith, Steele, Wellman, Firing, and Mackey. Our leaders are going to be closing in on some more lap traffic pretty quick. See, right in front of them is Nickerson. Completion of this lap, we will be halfway through this feature race. So far, Jason Smith has led every lap. Michael Steele trying to chase him down. Whoa! Big slider by Michael Steele. Got him close on entry, but faded down and trying to put the power down coming out of the corner. Michael, a little bit of contact with that outside wall as we watch Smith try to navigate around the lap car of Nickerson. Michael Steele really close, 0.3 of a second back. Coming up on the 7 car of Burke. Michael Steele throwing everything he's got at that number 8 car. Michael having a hard time getting around that lap car. Ooh, Steele makes contact with the back of the 7 car. No caution came out though. The 7 down in the infield and out of the way. Hunter Wellman, after starting on the front row, has fallen to 3rd. Back he started 3rd, he's fallen to 4th. Tom Carring has improved his position by 1. Oh! Tom, you can't park there. No caution. Tom Carring back on all 4s, back on the track, hammer back down. Five laps to go for our leader, Jason Smith. Michael Steele, after struggling to get around that lap car, is falling back to almost 2 seconds behind now. Three laps to go for our leader, Jason Smith. Looks like he is going to lead to flag on this one. Only 1 caution so far this evening. Right, Ray? I don't think he knows you can't park up there. Final lap for the 8 car of Smith. Coming out of turn number 4, checker flag in the air for the 8 car of Smith. Steele's going to finish second, Wellman third, Mackey in fourth, firing in fifth after wall riding like he's Lightning McQueen. All right, we'll give our drivers a minute to line up for their podium finish, and we will do some interviews. What a crazy finish. Tom, what were you thinking, sir? Well, that looks like that's going to be the best angle for our interviews. All right, well, we'll see if we got some drivers up in the booth ready to talk. All right, finishing third in that number 64 car, winning his heat, started on the pole. How you doing, Mr. Wellman?
I'm a little banged up, but overall not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, not too bad. That restart, Mr. Steele kind of got the jump on you there.
Oh yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna hold him off for the whole race. I'm not too good at these slicked out tracks. I'm also not really comfortable in this car. I've been doing the Dirt Legends all week and trying to learn those cars more, so I was unfamiliar tonight. I had to do a lot of learning and practice. I'm just happy to come home with a podium.
Yeah, solid run. Now, did you run up on that high side, or were you kind of hunting all over the place for the feature?
I knew coming in, especially after the heats, that I'd be on the wall the whole time. I tried following it as best as I could. There were a couple times with the lap traffic, I'd have to be forced down to that low line, which I wasn't really comfortable there other than practice. I felt really good on the high side. I just wasn't consistent enough to hang with Jason and Michael.
Well, you still bring home the podium. You do get the bonus points for the heat race, so overall, not a bad points night for you. I know you missed a couple races early on in the season, but other than that, nice finish for the 64 car.
Yeah, this will still keep me in the points lead. I'm waiting on Jason and Michael to catch back up to me though. They had some unfortunate luck earlier. That was just a podium in every race, and it's worked out for me so far.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, sir. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to thank RJB Automotive, Disabled American Veterans Captured in Stone, Hairstyles with John, Buckeye, Wendy Baker, Hair Together, I Race for the Kids, the Mahoning County Career and Technical Center, the Valley STEM plus Me Too Academy, Prince by Chelsea, Wellman Misfits Racing and Agewire Photography for sponsoring me in sim racing and in real life. And I want to thank you for broadcasting today.
All right. Well, thank you very much, bud. We'll look forward to seeing how you can do in the Wheeling Modifieds.
All right, thank you very much.
Have a good night.
You too.
No stranger to the podium. We got the driver of that number 5 car, Mr. Michael Steele.
Oh, what's going on, buddy?
Not a whole lot. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So, decided had some free time. Decided I'd hop on and see what was going on with these things.
Are you a fan of the 358 Modifieds?
Not really. Big blocks, I like more just because I have more horsepower, obviously. But yeah, 358s, limited late models, stuff like that. It's dirt, so I'll race it, but I'm not. I don't love them.
Yeah, I would much rather drive the big blocks. The big blocks to me are much easier to drive than these underpowered things.
Yeah, these things are just so locked down to the track, and uh, it's hard to ever break a tire free and get it to rotate at times. And I tried everything I had to try to make up some ground on Jason, and just didn't have enough.
Yeah, you were hunting top, low, slider line. You were trying everything.
Yeah, I mean, I was making up a little bit of ground there, and then we got around that lap car, and um, yeah, just kind of got together a little bit and slowed me up. And I hate that I spun him out, but I really didn't know what was going on. So yeah, I just wasn't meant to win tonight. That's what happens whenever you race part time on stuff and don't focus too much on these things.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations on finishing second. Are you going to be partaking in the Whelen modifieds after this one?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those. The Wreckfest, not necessarily as much, but the car itself is more fun to drive, in my opinion. So you at least can break the tires free on those pretty easily, and a lot of horsepower. Get to slide around a lot. Probably get to slide around more on that than you could on this on dirt. So yeah, I'll definitely take a crack at it. I think last race I raced, I finished second in, so hopefully we can get up there again.
All right, maybe we can trade some paint with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
All right, who you want to give a shout out to before I cut you loose?
Of course, always Marcy and Vivi for allowing me to do this and putting up with me doing it. My parents always supporting me. My dad always watching. Sure, I didn't even tell him I was racing, so I'll probably have to tell him later. Still graphics and designs. Mama Tried Welding Caps, Archangel Custom Welding Fabrication, Rise Bracelets, Raw Staunton Racing, 51 Raceworks, Peanut Baker Racing, JB1, JBM. I think that's about all of them, hopefully.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on finishing second, and we look forward to seeing you back in the Whelans.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you there, buddy.
Have a good night.
You as well.
Fair enough.
All right, we got the driver of that number 8 car. Clean sweep, won his heat, dominated the feature. Driver of the number 8 car, Jason Smith.
What's up?
Not much, buddy. Kind of looked like you were just out there for a Sunday drive, just chilling.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. My hands hurt. Got it. Once I got to the lap cars, I had to back myself up a little bit, and that was nice. I got a little bit of a rest.
How was your tires that you didn't have to worry about burning them up tonight?
My right rear was at 78%. I was trying to conserve towards the beginning of the race, running bottom 1 and 2, trying to slow. I didn't really want to say slow, but be more gentle going into turn 3 to run the top of 4. And it might have helped me for a few extra laps compared to most, but eventually I said screw it in the last 10 and just started rim riding.
Yeah, and then we had that one caution. Other than that, we went caution free. You had an awesome restart there.
Yeah, funny story, wasn't too big of a fan of that restart because that first corner, I don't know if you noticed, but I bumped the inside tires, and it did give me left front damage. Not anything noticeable while driving, but I was a little afraid it was going to kill my grip.
Yeah, and if those tires can be a race killer. I've been there, done that.
I don't normally hit those too much, but I just caught the bump and the grip at the wrong time hitting the gas, and it threw me right into them.
One thing I've always noticed on the restarts here with the way that pace truck goes off, sometimes that can mess up a driver.
Oh yeah, I don't like it at all. I wish iRacing would do something about that, is have them pull in the infield if anything. But yeah, I've got to wonder if that's where I got that black flag from. Choose my wording carefully here. They must have thought I passed them under the yellow or something, but
Yeah, that can be tricky with that pace truck.
But all went well. I will. I'll take what I can get, as always.
Car looked nice and smooth tonight. You definitely earned that one. I mean, Michael Steele was all over your back bumper for a long time. He couldn't make a run to get a pass, but he was dogging you the whole race.
Yeah, I thought I heard him at one point, and then when I looked back at the telemetry and the timing, and all of a sudden he was a second behind, I'm like, huh? But he said he got tangled to the lap car. I'm like, that would make more sense.
Yep, he got into the back. I do believe it was a 7 car, just a little bit, and sent him spinning into the infield, but no caution came out.
Yeah, I caught up to him too when he tail whipped the wall a little bit at 4, and I had to really get on the binders. But I thought that was going to be where I got past, but I think at that point he was I had a little bit more of a gap than I did before.
Well, congratulations on bringing home. Is this your first victory in the EFRL on Tuesday nights?
This is have quite a few wins at the limited late model series way back when, whatever that was last year, and this is my second 358 win.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Are you going to be driving the asphalt series after this one?
I will not be.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you back next week in that number 8 car back with the 358 mods.
Heck yeah, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to before we cut you loose?
For sure. J&J Virtual Motorsports, Woman Misfit Racing, Ohio Valley Sim Sports, and Misfit Creations.
All right, buddy. You have a wonderful night, and we look forward to seeing you back in action next week.
You as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here on All the Dirt for the Modified Madness brought to you by the EFRL. We'll be back in action here in about 10 minutes with the Whelen Modifieds. I'll be piloting the number 77 Falcon Graphics machine. So if you want to come check me out, finishing last, we're always welcome to have more viewers. You guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you soon.